Alright, I think I fixed it. Let me go back here. Why is it using my face as the thumbnail? What the fuck? I'm not even gonna question it. I don't care. You'll have to see my ugly ass face for the thumbnail now. I'm too lazy to fix it. Alright, let's get back to work. So 74 frames. Fuck, what's half of 74? I think it's 35, I think. Let me check. 37, that was close. We'll go back over here. So 70, 37 is half of that. Okay. First, we'll get the knees bent here. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Who the fuck's calling me? Unknown caller. Hold on. Go take this call. I don't know. I don't even fucking do it. That was. Alright, let's get back to it. Called me. Didn't respond, so fuck them. 1, 2, oh shit. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe 8 would be good. Yeah, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 for both joints. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that looks kind of goofy. His legs are almost too spread out. Let me put it back down by 1. I don't want him too spread out. Shit. Fuck. Fuck. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move them down real quick. It's touching the floor so I can get a base idea of how this is going to look. I do want them hunched over a bit, but not too much. Do that. How does that look? A bit more up. I'll fix it along the way. I want his arms hanging down. Oh, hey, Pisk. There's a considerable amount of delay in the stream. I don't know why it's so bad. I'm trying to figure out the best way to make his arms. His arms inward a bit. That looks kind of goofy. Do a quick R. Hold on, let's do this. Let's bend you down. Oh, that's your ass cheek. I don't want to move your ass cheek. Zaza, really? Fuck, how do I want to do this? I might animate the arms last. Let's move his ass cheek down. Keep that right there. God damn it. They call me, but what the fuck? I'll be right back. Hello. I have no fucking clue. Same person keeps calling me. I think it's my sis. I can't go. What the fuck? They keep calling me, but they don't reply. What the fuck is going on? Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go deal with something real quick. Stream up for a second. Alright. I got that stuff taken care of. I think. There's 4 people watching me. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was out and about dealing with certain things. Okay, let's get back to it. I think my headset's still working. Yeah, it's powered on. Okay. So here's the first frame. Alright. 37. Do a simple annotate line. There. 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 Actually. Let's do something like this instead. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's something like that. Then we'll move you back. By the way, I'm not using an FK rig, Hydux. I'm using an FK rig. Or not, I mean, fuck. I completely forgot the term for it. Yeah, FK, forward kinematics. Because IK I can't really use for this because, well, I can't really import IK into a frag motion. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's almost. AM37. Actually, I'm gonna do something real quick before I do anything else. Turn that off. Let's edit his facial. Actually, yeah, we'll edit his facial expression. Make him look more sad. If you. Yeah, I guess that'll work for now. It's gonna be fixed here soon. I've already been working on some stuff for that. I know. It's because this texture is not applied. Actually, I can apply it real quick. Might as well make this real quick. Add image texture. Open. NPCs. There is line 6. Now specular, increase roughness. Let's see. Line 6. His eyes going here. Possibly. Right now, I'm just been experimenting with certain things because with how Unity is going to be going, we're wanting to keep the original SCP theme, like textures and all that, without making it too modern to the point where it's almost unrecognizable. So for the most part, it's going to be the same models, just with more updated animations. There you go. This frame. Shit. From what I've been reading on the dev chat and Discord and all that, they are wanting to add more guns and also pretty much instead of using like CSGO models and all that stuff, the 999 model? No, I didn't model that. I think the 99 model was made by either it's Slane or somebody else on the what's the name of it? SCP Labrat, I think. Whoever works on there, I have no idea who they are. Keep that good. Oh shit! Someone. Let's go. There we go. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing just a simple where it's just a basic walking cycle, almost as if you're blocking it out, and then we'll move on from there. So right now I'm just getting to the position of the legs. I'm also going to go ahead and just annotate. Actually, I already fucked up. And I just realized I forgot to do this. You're working with certain things when the body's moving, typically your torso twists. The arm that goes in front is going to be twisting towards. Yeah, there we go. I almost forgot one of the most important steps. There. And then about half of the frame, or but half of the number of frames you're going to be using, you're then going to switch the position of the body, legs, torso, and all that. So basically, you're mirroring the model. There's easier way to do. Fuck. Eating animations. Probably. But for multiplayer mode, probably not, because it's just going to be attacking most of the time. All right. So we're going to switch up the legs where it goes back here, here. Almost forgot to mark the foot. Foot go there. There. Mark the arms even more real quick. There. Make him break doors. That's more than likely going to be a thing. With how I'll have to see and talk with Andromeda about that. I think that's what you're looking for, though. I think it's old. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, he's kind of looking down here. He's kind of looking down just a bit. And of course, I can always mess with the animation curves to where it'll affect all the frames, and I can just make his head look down even more. I call him Exandromeda because of the X, almost like a Andromeda galaxy. I don't really care how I pronounce it because I honestly do not care. We'll go ahead and just. Oops, wrong one. Oh, I think I selected the wrong bone. Yes, I did. How did I select that one over there? What the hell? 1, 2. And then we'll angle his arms. I think I screwed up somewhere. Hold on. There we go. All right, and then shoot. Damn it. Ah, there we go. My mouse wasn't responding to my inputs. Interesting. Something's going on with arms. There we go. There we go. Why is his arms looking like that? Something's off. Like out of 10? I'm not entirely sure. I'm only informed if things are like official most of the time. Sometimes they make up stuff at random. And then I'm like, oh, great, fantastic. Know how to animate that. Okay, something's going on with the arms here. Something's off. I just can't quite. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just seeing stuff ain't there. I think I am seeing stuff. We'll see. More SCPs. I think I remember there's a lot of talk about adding SCP. Was it 745? The Burning Man? I think that's what it's called. Let me see. 745. 745. Or is it 54? Oh, it's 457, right? At 457, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about adding SCP-457. About adding that into the game. I'm not entirely sure if it's official, but it shouldn't be too hard to implement. Alright, so I got the basic blocking. Alright. Something's off about his arms. I just can't quite put it. Alright, so that arm's... This arm right here should be back a bit more, I think. Okay. So this arm's back here, but this arm to the right side isn't. Something's definitely off. Swinging? Yeah. We'll do that during, because right now I'm just blocking out the basic movements of the walk cycle. More detailed stuff will be added further into the animation process. It's just I'm trying to make sure the blocking is okay, because this is what I'll be going off of. Okay, so the arm touches at his legs. Him being upright is more fitting though. Yeah, here, I can show you something here in a second, because I add more blood to the model. Maybe, I don't think so. We're wanting to keep most of SCP Containment Breach's main assets as much as possible without changing too much stuff. Touches there. Yeah, it's pretty close to his body. I think that's it. Maybe. We'll apply the frame real quick. Yeah, it's kind of. I'm sure it'll look good. We'll go on from there. Oh, I also applied the wrong frame. River. We're not pulling an SCP SL when we're adding thick ass cheeks to 939. We're not doing that. If you want that, go play SL. You should his face. I figured I would do that for the idle animation, actually. Here, I wonder if I can. I'm trying to figure out, because I do have some animations I tried experimenting with, but didn't end up all that great. Hold on. Let me get this blocked out first. Here, let me just do action editor. We'll just do this. Shit. Work in progress. Add a new action. We'll just call this old idle. And then we'll just go back to layout or animation. Delete all the current frames. Import SMD. Animations. This is, no, I think it's an action. Yeah, this is when I was still experimenting with certain things. It ended up pretty weird. That's not the one I'm talking about. Where's it at? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. When I was still experimenting with it, it was far from done. It was more of like blocking out. But I kind of just experimenting with different types of body language, because I figured during the idle he'll just sit there and cry when he's not moving around, and then slowly but surely go back to walking. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to express SCP-096. We'll go back to here. So, River, come on now. I know you're goofy in the Discord chat, but don't be goofy on the stream, man. Alright. That's so 37 frames. Half of that would be 20. Yeah, about right there. So this looks going. So it's gonna be this leg right here. Yeah, that leg. We'll make. Oh, no, that's what I want to do. Him standing upright actually does look pretty goofy. Surprisingly, I actually made him stand upright too much, and he just looks like he's asserting his authority. It's pretty goofy, not gonna lie. It does not look good. As an old animation I did, and I tested it out in the game, it did not look good. It's too goofy. We'll do that during the passing. Shit. Shit. He's too shy. Nah, it looks too. Yeah, it was goofy. And with how the feet goes into the ground like that during the finalizing of the process, that'll fix that. Wait, first, is he going to fractal? Bacon cried on the floor like the old SL. I'm honestly not entirely sure because I have to check with the other guys in the dev team because I think we're going to use some of the death animations from SCP multiplayer just a bit updated. Like SCP 966 just kind of just falls over, and it does not look all that great. Okay, when's the next passing right there? I think, yeah. This time it's going to be this leg. River, with how this model is, for some odd reason, and I don't know why, they were too lazy to add actual fingers, so it's just only posable digit is his thumb, and that's it. That's all it is. It's just his thumb. I can try adding it, but with how this model is made, if we take a look at the mesh, you can see it's just poor topology. Like, I'm surprised this thing even is used the way it is for a game at all. This topology is complete shit. But anyway, let's get back to what we're doing. Change the animation when the line 6 kills you. Probably. But like I said, this is going to be also for a bit too much. Not too much. You'll see. Trust in the process, River. Trust in the process. It's far from completion. It can take hours and sometimes days. It just depends on your methods and how much effort you want to put into it. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's obvious that he does have no trace of the bodies left over because, I mean, it says he's It's redacted. It's weird, even though it's pretty fucking obvious he does eat the bodies. But if we're going to go lore wise, probably not. But we'll figure all that stuff out later. So, basic walking blocked out. Arms, we need to get, of course, messed with, which we'll do that later on during the process. what we do with the arms, actually. Here, I'm going to hide pretty much all of the other bones real quick. So, bones I'm going to be using and messing with. It wasn't Regalis that made it, or Vein Brain. It was made either by who's that person's name? Master Battery, I think, or here. Let me actually. I think I know who made it. I think I know who made the model. Let me pull up the name here. Because I know the person who animated the model. I'm not entirely sure who made it, though. I'm looking for it. I'm gonna check my library. I watched the video on the guy because I was looking at some information. Where is... I'm looking here. It was a person named Eggs Edilio. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Here. Here's on the link, actually, for you guys. There you go. Yeah, Regalis is the creator. But you also got to remember a lot of the people who helped animate and model a lot of the animations and stuff inside SCP Containment Breach. None of them had actual experience, surprisingly. Some did, most didn't. And what's even quite surprising now is a lot of them actually have full-time jobs in the animation industry and also 3D modeling, which is actually pretty fucking good. So here we go with the basic blockout. What I'm going to do is, like I said, hide all these extra bones I'm not going to be messing with. So hide that. So just messing with the arms. Let me go over here to the animation tab real quick. Put graph editor up here. And we'll just call this blocking action editor. Near the wall. Yeah. He also has another video on his channel. There's only 2 videos, I think, and it was just solely made for the animation showcase for SCP Online 6. I believe on Subdivision Studios Wiki, which I can put up here real quick. There's actually images of the model actually being created, like the very first images showcasing the process of how it was made, which was eventually adopted into the game to replace the model that's not being used for basically SCP-513-1, the cowbell entity thing. That was actually Online 6's placeholder model back, I think, in version 0.6, I think, before it got replaced with the now commonly known model. But it's hit by the Tesla gate. Yeah, that's actually an unused model, or I mean, not a model, but animation. Uh, Surprisingly, I think Vein Brain or the subdivision team for the Nine-Tailed Fox mod, they're actually re-implementing that into the game for their mod, which is actually pretty fucking cool. They put a lot of hard work into their stuff. I actually, I'm pretty. I I just kind of wish I had the skills they did, man. They do their job well. They're it's and it's just awesome seeing how people put in so much effort into a game that's like 11 years old now. It's pretty wild. So what I want to do is move his arm a bit forward, just a tiny bit, not by much, just a tiny bit. Yeah, I want to say about right there, just a tiny bit forward. Yeah. And it would do a simple lockbox scale. Let's see how that is. Ooh, that's just a bit too fast. Slow this down a bit. There we go. Just a bit more. You and I joined the modding scene around early 22, right? Yeah. I can't entirely. I don't entirely remember you or your username. Us started modding this when multiplayer came out, and then I got into the modding scene for the base game, and then I got a job. Not really a job, more volunteer work for whatchamacallit, Fusion Creator Studios, which is the people who are currently making the multiplayer mode for SCP multiplayer. I'm gonna rotate his hand up a bit. Yeah, it's just gonna take a little bit of time for this to work. I got all night, honestly. I got nothing else to do. Snow in Discord. Maybe I can't entirely remember. It's been so long since I talked to people in the modding community because I haven't really been on the SCP multiplayer lately. I just needed a break from it because I had like almost 1,000 hours in game. It was just getting repetitive, you know. And then we get back here. Yeah, Secret Lab. I hop on Secret Laboratory more often now, just for the fun of it. It's not a bad game by any means. It's just there's some stuff I wish they would change and stuff they would add, but of course they don't. Which server? Oh, it's a server called Epic Laboratory. How do I want to do this? frames is this separated by? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 frames. Add crouching. I mean, they kind of do, but it's more of just walking. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, its combat system's actually pretty fucked up. Sometimes shots just don't register correctly for some reason. I've noticed that a lot when playing it. I don't want to copy that. Select it. Let's see what this looks like. The only problem is with this stuff is that there's a set number of frames you have to stay in, because 096 is like all the Air-14 weapons and such. Yeah, I mean, lore-wise, SCP-914 can make stuff super fucking weird and put on very fine. But I mean, yeah, it's a cool thing to add, special weapons and all that. But they changed a lot of the art style, which I mean, I could understand why to make it more their own game. But one thing I do find very weird is that on the bottom left of the starting screen, no, bottom right actually, it says based off SCP containment breach. The only thing in that game that's containment breach related is just some of the base assets, not the textures, just the meshes, like 914's mesh room. That's just copied straight from SCP containment breach, just with simple retextures. There's really nothing like there's nothing really changed about it. It's just the textures, but back in yeah, we're gonna be redoing a lot of the animations and also getting rid of like CS:GO guns and all that for original guns and models. Okay, that's going down too fast. CS:GO models. Yes, for some, during when Nefta was still lead dev and all that. I mean, I can understand why, because there wasn't really anybody else on his development team for the game when it first came out. But he just mainly just ripped CS:GO models from CS:GO. How do I want to do this? Because I want to make this fluid, not snap like that. Move. We'll move these two back just a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How does that look? All right, that's more promising. No, I don't want to select all the bones. I want to select the bones here. Copy, paste. That way it holds. No, that's almost too goofy. Okay, delete that frame. No, maybe I don't have to add the backs. What's the look like? Oh, you're 069. I remember you. I haven't played in a long time. Okay, what if I actually copy this frame instead? Delete that. Paste. It's almost going forward too fast. Let's slow that down a bit. It's not bad so far. Just for basic. And then we'll mess with that in the curves here in a second later. Alright, now we're just gonna mess with this. One time the animation will be easy, right? Yeah. It's it's pretty simple. Instead of it just falling over, we're probably just gonna make it to where we add like bones or child bones, whatever you call it, and just make it fall apart because that's pretty easy to do. And to be fair, having a statue just fall over when it dies is pretty weird. Alright, how do we want to do this? Because I want to make it. I kind of wish I can mirror it, but I can't really mirror it. Crumple, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a break on the arms real quick. Do a quick Alt H. Arms here in a second later. I'm not too worried about the arms. I'll go ahead and just boop, 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 hide. And then we'll just hide that. Just worry about the feet. Okay. Frame. Here, we'll go ahead and keep you straight because I can't use IK for the base game. I can use IK in the Unity edition, but I prefer not messing with IK for now until later. Right here, go ahead and move the feet up. No, don't do that. The eye string stretching bottle fix. Eye stings Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it's, hold on, I'll show you here in a second. I can show you right now, actually. That's how this model or how it was rigged. For some reason, I mean, yeah, the head bone is head, right? That's why in the base multiplayer game, that's why it looks like that whenever he looks up or down. Or looks like an old man with no teeth when he looks down. Well, one thing I did some research in Unity, right? There is a thing or a plugin where it allows you to where you can have an idle animation, right? And let's say, for example, the guards at the intro sequence, you want them to be looking at the player, right? the let's say the guards, you want them to look at the player when they exit the cell, right? Well, rather than animating them looking at the player, you just have a plugin in Unity where it'll track the player's position for you. One thing I thought about doing was making to where if a player gets too close to 173, 173 will start to turn its head by like at most 20 degrees towards the player's position, but slowly to where it's barely noticeable. Kind of like if you ever played SCP 5K, when you first encounter 173, if you walk around him, his head turns very, very slightly, and it's very unnerving. It's so fucking cool. And I think that would be perfect for a game like that in Unity. But anyways, let's get back to this real quick. Go ahead and just hide these bones I'm going to be using. Right. It's going to be look weird if the players found the ball. Why is this everybody? Yeah. Well, I understand people might be worried about having Onan 6 clipping through the wall and all that. However, if I move his root bone backwards, it should prevent it. I can show you once I get this fully done and exported to Fragmotion, which we'll go on from there, and I can show you how that will work. Actually, hold on, let me select that real quick. Also, not entirely sure why it goes forward like that. That's pretty weird. I'm not sure why does his leg go forward like that? I'm not entirely sure. Alright, I got the feet going here. Yeah. He's doing the fucking moonwalk. Alright, I'm gonna figure out why his feet is going forward like that. I don't. Here, actually, I'm gonna see if I can fix that. His feet should not be going forward like that. Maybe I can fix it here. That. and it's almost too stiff. Yeah, that did not help at all. In fact, that made it a lot worse. I'm not sure why his feet goes forward like that. It shouldn't be. I mean, it's noticeable by the side, but looking at it forward, you can't really notice it. We'll fix that later. So I should probably work on his breathing animation. Alt H. Yeah, we'll do that real quick. Almost too fast, but that's the number of frames I have to use. Because I can't go over the number of frames I can use because Fragmotion is a piece of shit software and I don't want to mess with the code. I don't want to mess with anything else I don't have to. So I'm just going to call this fucking good for now. Until I'm able to figure out what else I can do. Where did I put my drink at? How do I do this? I have an idea, actually, now I think of it. This might work if I do this carefully. We'll go ahead. Remake Fragmotion. Yeah, what's even funnier with that is the person who even made Fragmotion. You can't even buy a license key anymore. Yet it's still up and still showing the stupid advertisements to buy the license key. That's what I find so weird. Is that you can't buy the license key no more, but it'll sit there and ask you for a license key. It's stupid. But no, it's gonna make you write down the whole entire sinner's prayer, whatever you call it, thing. Yeah, I was up. I was taking a break from working on stuff for SCP Multiplayer Unity Edition. It was a long night. I needed a break from it, and it ended up being a pretty fun night. Okay, so right here, I think interesting. So this frame got moved up right there. This thing got moved down, I think, right? Yeah. I couldn't understand what was going on with those prompts. If you're referring to the prompts and the frag motion stuff, it's just, yeah. I do actually manage to get into contact with Vainbrain, the lead dev for, I think, Nine-Toed Fox mod, and he actually had a copy of the license key. I actually have a Google Drive link for it that I made. If you guys want to use that or whatever, you just need to download it into the main directory for Fragmotion. The .exe executable, just copy and paste the license to where that's at. Where do I have it? Yeah, there we go. Share, copy link. I want to share. Anyone? Link, copy. Yeah. Here you go. Yes, the license key and the instructions on how to install it. There. And that will get rid of the annoying pop-ups in that software because my god, it's so bad. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out. So this is the new frame. So right here, I'm gonna move you back just a bit more. Maybe that'll work. Oh, something's off. What did I do wrong? Oh. Something's definitely off. What did I do wrong here? I see what I did. I forgot to move everything else to where its new place is at. I think I fixed it now. Right? Are we good? I think. Uh, hmm. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this because I want it to be accurate. Also, what the hell is going on over here? Okay, I see. So I gotta figure out how to fix this to where, I mean, it's... Why are the frames getting off? What is that about? What am I doing? Start from scratch because I had messed up somewhere big time. So this is what I'm gonna do. It goes up like that, frame 40. I'm gonna bring you back a bit at frame 40. Hmm. Uh, frame 40. Copy that. Copy that. All right, what am I doing wrong here? Compared to this. I'm trying to make it sync up in time. It's a bit rough, but it'll work for now. Hold on, I just got a text. Check this out. We'll save that real quick. Yeah, I want to go ahead and go real quick. Is 7:14 against the breach mode? I don't think so. But I'm gonna go real quick. I'm gonna stream later on tonight. I just gotta do something real quick, and I don't be sitting here consuming the broadband. I'm gonna go ahead and just go for now. I'll be back later on tonight, but don't worry.